What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Bon Jovi. Though if you didn't know, I did a solo Richie Sambora reaction between this and the previous Bon Jovi reaction. But we're back for another tune from Bon Jovi, the full band, and we're going to listen to I Believe from 1992. Thank you as always to Michaela for sharing a great many things, including a personal selection of Bon Jovi tracks. But as I said, we have some proper releases to go through once we're done with this. And yeah, I Believe as a title, it speaks to an affirmation of conviction, and while that can be one of two things, they often overlap, meaning you can believe in something in terms of its ontological reality. You can say you're convinced, whether that's for religious ideas overtly or a religious level of belief in the reality of something, whether it's a state of affairs that you want to transpire and you're speaking to the likelihood or the factual nature of it in terms of what you will expect to happen, or you can believe in something in terms of supporting a person. Like, I believe in that person, maybe they don't get everything right all the time, but I believe in them and I believe in their moral rectitude or their ability when it really is important, when push comes to shove, so to speak. Now, as I said, I think in a lot of cases you're speaking to your support for a person and the likelihood that something will transpire in a particular way. So maybe I would hypothesize that it might be some convergence of the different meanings of the word for this, but of course I'm very new to Bon Jovi's music and songwriting. Let's just give it a listen and I'll see what I can catch. This is Bon Jovi, the tune is I Believe, and it's from 1992. No.
What I've been told, you read my life like a fortune told. I've seen a dream, there ain't no land of Oz, but I've got my brain, yeah, I've got a heart, encouragement, man, I won't let go. Oh, me right now is soul. The truth is Look up to your movie screens. Your records or your magazines. Close your eyes and you will see that you really need. With every breath I breathe, you and me can turn a whisper to a scream. I
The man has got some pipes. I feel like he's still going. Just belting it out. I think that's the raspiest I've yet heard him. I mean, seriously. And I bet you this is the kind of song that would just be a blast played live at a concert. And his vocal stylings mixed with some of the guitar work, it has this like epic rock feel, but also a bit of a bluesy rock feel with a lot of soul, and I think he does talk about soul. Now lyrically, I'm a bit unsure of how to take it. It certainly sounds like he's talking to a particular person, but then there's other points where it sounds like he's saying things like prescriptive or normative more broadly about, I think he was like, don't look at a movie screen, or something about looking at magazines, but then he's talking about like whispering something to a screen, but I think he was saying like what you need now is soul, so it sounds like he's maybe speaking more broadly to those who would listen, but perhaps specifically to another person, and something about like the world's going to be okay tonight. So again, I feel like it's maybe functioning on two levels, but it sounds like he's saying like, you know, you gotta believe in yourself, and you gotta believe in another person, and, you know, it doesn't matter what, like, pop culture or, you know, what other people are saying. You have to believe in your own ability and your own wherewithal, and maybe another person specifically, and if you can do that, maybe, you know, humanity will find the right way, and they won't be thrown off by, you know, like consumer culture and so on. But I feel like there's elements of this that I'm not getting as clearly. But the passion and the soul in his own vocal performance, it gives me the emotional significance of the song, the emotional tenor of the piece, even if narratively and, you know, normatively I'm not quite sure of some of the details here. But like, incredible. I love the emotion of the guitar performance, the drums like flourishing, like riding that like crash cymbal the whole time. Definitely there's like a deep bass groove to the tune, although it starts like very minimally, like it, you know, and I like the very beginning, it was like the reverse, it was like a, you know, drum rhythm in reverse, and then the song like comes in, and it feels almost like a gospel soul performance in terms of the feeling of the track, but with a harder rock edge, with a blues rock edge. And as I said, it's the most incredible vocal performance I think I've heard from him so far, because he just keeps pushing it, he keeps putting it out there, and his ability to sing with a bit of scratch and rasp, and then to like extend and flourish at the end of the extension with that raspy fire. It was just really stunning. So absolutely love this one. As I said, I feel like it's the kind of tune that just would really hit live, and I'm guessing fans, probably, would be very excited the moment they heard it start. So yeah, definitely enjoyed that one. I hope to hear any insight. I'm sure Michaela will have some things to say, but any others of you, and indeed there's been a number of folks who've hopped on in this early phase of the Bon Jovi journey. So yes, I'm looking forward to hearing from all of you. Let me know what you think. Thank you again to Michaela. And yes, I'm trying to remember in the moment, I guess I could check how many more tunes are in this select folder. I think there's 2 more. So one from 95 and another one from 92. Looking forward to both of them. And then, as I said, we've got more proper releases from Bon Jovi, as well as more Richie Sambora solo material. So I'm looking forward to all of it. Let me know what you think, and I will see you for the next one. Peace.